Hello everybody and welcome to the penultimate round of our F1 2016 live career mode on F1 2016. We are at Brazil at Interlagos for what will be one of the most exciting races on the calendar here today, as we've got the lovely Anthony Davidson and Crofty, and they're just chilling in a little bit there with my Carlos Sainz in the corner there, just chilling with a few of his pit crew buddies, you know them, on there. So on to the episode, and as I said, we've got Romain Grosjean as our teammate. And last time out, guys, if you saw Mexico, I don't really want to talk about it. It was just such a poor race from me. We crashed out, only our second retirement of the season, and you guys know me, I don't use any flashbacks, so I make it realistic, and there we go on there. And qualifying, if you missed it, guys, then you need to make sure to watch the last one in Abu Dhabi, and to do that, I always inform my subscribers on Twitter and on YouTube as well with that. So, we qualified second on the grid, our best qualifying for quite a while, I've got to say. Only a 10th off Sebastian Vettel, who's on pole and is the world champion, of course. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we can get back into that purple after a shocker of a race last time out on there. But before we go, guys, we need to speak with our agent, Emma, to see what our expectations are for this race here at Brazil.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So we're going to be finishing 6th or higher in this one, beat in the race standings than Romain Grosjean, beat Sainz and stay 8th or more in the championship, which I think is kind of realistic. So anyway, without further ado, guys, before we start, make sure to like this video, and if we get 100 likes on this stream right now live, we will do Abu Dhabi on Friday 100%. I'll leave it at that. Depending on time constraints, of course. If not, then it will just be 50%. I'm just going to say that. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with this episode. The penultimate round of the season. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's do this, boys. Let's go for the win.
As surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo José Carlos Pache. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With so much on the line here today, I can't help but shake the feeling that we're going to have a bit of pushing and shoving, Anthony Davidson, especially into turn 1 this afternoon.
Well, we do see a fair amount of that here at Interlagos, Crofty. It's a tricky braking zone, of course, as you're heading downhill into the centre S, which always makes it easy to lock the inside front and run a bit wide. We've seen a number of occasions over the years with someone from the leading group taking a bit of a knock on the first lap and having to recover. That's one of the reasons we've had so many exciting championship fights here. Hopefully, though, it'll be a clean start, of course, but as you say, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's not.
If we keep up this level of performance, I think you'll be promoted to #1 driver. So let's make sure we get a good result today.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and a Toro Rosso alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Nico Rosberg and Gutierrez, Grosjean, Massa, Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo.
So here we go, guys, on the grid for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we are on the front row as well, so that's definitely what we want. And there's a bit of rain in the air, you can just see that, guys. Apparently it's a free stop strategy as well, so that rain at the end of the race is going to be interesting if it dries up on there. So it's telling me to pit on, I'm going to guess lap 5, but I don't think I'm going to try and do that. We're going to try and extend the stint of course, as quickly as possible that we need to do. Just going to tonk the fuel up to 40 laps because you guys know I like to burn a lot of fuel during this one. So we're going to see how this goes as we're just going to get ready. But before I start, guys, as I said, 100 likes on this would be amazing for the penultimate round. And then we've got the finale, of course, of Season 1 at Abu Dhabi, where we could be fighting with Romain Grosjean for the position we are currently in at the minute. But we're going to go jump onto the grid for the formation lap of this Brazilian Grand Prix. And we are off and away for this one.
Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
So Jeff's just informing us to go up the gears as much, so we're going to see how this goes. We have got rain in the air at some stage of the race, so maybe lap 20 onwards we may see rain. So this should be quite interesting prospects, this race. As we could have a chance of winning this race, but I'm not going to say that yet. It could mean anything. We'll have to wait and see as I hopefully have sorted the issue out, guys, from last episode at Mexico when you guys were mentioning the frame drops. Hopefully I fixed it. I did do a test stream before this in Grand Prix mode and it was alright, so hopefully that's working. And if anyone's subscribed as well and the notifications popped up, I'm praying everyone's working. So let me know, guys, in the comments below who you think will win this race. If anyone picks me, you gotta get a cookie if I win it. So my strategy here is I'm gonna find out when the rain's coming, and if it's 15 minutes or so, I'm going to jump onto the hards after this first stint. So we need to find out when the weather's coming in. I want to see. It'd be funny if one of the Ferraris gets put on. So I'm in a Ferrari sandwich. I've just spotted there. Someone's mentioned it in the chat. As you can see, Raikkonen is now lined up on the grid. Verstappen is on the grid as well. And Rosberg as well. There's Grosjean in 7th position with Gutierrez ahead of him, so that's definitely going to help. Oh, excuse me, I have got some burps in me, so I do apologise. So, here we go. Onto the grid for the Brazilian Grand Prix. The last few as well, as we are now all set for the penultimate round of the career mode. Here we go. The lights are on. Round 20. Of our career mode is away, and it's a fantastic start from us, and we've taken the lead already. What a start, as Vettel absolutely bogged himself, and we've been given contact as well from, I don't know who that was, but I just saw some debris come right on my arse on there. I think it was Verstappen who had damage, and it is it? I don't know actually. I'm trying to figure it out. It is Verstappen who's got damage on his front right end plate. But we will take the lead of the race with Vettel's poor start. But what a start that was from us. I've got to say, the best start of the season for me. Absolutely floored it as we got away with that there. So we are in the lead of this race here in Brazil. But it's a 36 lap race. It's still a long way to go in this one. But that's what we needed. We need to start building the gap now. Thanks to Verstappen's bit of damage on the car he's got, we could really have a chance of winning this race. If we build the gap now, we can see 1.5 seconds there is what we need right now. So here we go, boys. We're going to go into Rich. Got plenty of fuel in hand as well, as Verstappen's already in the pits after 1 lap. That little bit of damage has affected him massively, as we have the lead over Vettel from Raikkonen in 3rd place, but Verstappen's race is completely gone and done now. So we're going to continue on then. Just need to just stay calm and cool, and we shall do well here. I pray and hope. Going to take it nice and easy. We're running 2015 spec Ferraris with a little bit of an upgrade compared to a 2016 Ferrari engine that Vettel and Raikkonen, Grosjean and Haas have, so... And Gutierrez, sorry, I don't know why I said Haas. So I think the Ferraris will want to work together now.
Has some damage to their front wing. It doesn't look serious.
So Vettel's got damage as well, interestingly enough. I need to remember the pit entry. Someone very nicely has mentioned that to me in chat, so thank you to whoever that was.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
So Raikkonen currently the quickest man at the minute. 4 attempts quicker than my time. As long as Vettel and Raikkonen fight over for second place, this will do me nicely. Let's look at the gap I've got already. Just remember 1.9, they've gained a second and they have switched round. Team orders have been applied at Ferrari and Raikkonen... Oh, Massa's up to third now, so Vettel's got issues right now. And I'm going to check in a minute with this rain if it's coming in anytime soon. For the time being, we have an advantage right now, thanks to Verstappen holding up Vettel at the start, and then Vettel holding up Raikkonen. Just a bit of snap there from our car.
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Shut up, Jeff.
Copy that.
Didn't give me any information. I shut him up for the time being. Okay, these tyres are starting to go off at a massive rate right now. So we've got to think about that, guys. Because these tyres are going off quite quickly right now.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
See, Jeff, we can't even afford a weather station. It's all I need right now. Jeff's done this. Let's get some hashtags in, guys. Hashtag blame Jeff. If we don't win this race, we know why. We're going to pit next time by for... on that. But yeah, the tyres are really high demanding right now. Oh god, guys, the tyres are... I think I'm pitting now, actually. We're pitting now. Those tyres have gone completely. Where's the pit entry? Oh, there it is. We're pitting now. We are pitting now. That spin has just basically cemented what I want to do. Those tyres are gone. That's why I pitted now. Verstappen's on hards, interestingly enough. I hate this pit exit.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
See, Jeff is really annoying me right now. I love you guys in the with the banter chats. For me, I had to pit then, and then what I'm going to do, go on the mediums. I think the hards will be a bit tricky for me. Got a set of hards, then a set of softs again, and then we're going to save a set of... Actually, we'll go on to the hards, or if we've got another spare set of mediums, we'll do a set on this, and then a set on the mediums, and then when the rain comes, and then if it dries up, we'll go on a set of softs. I think that's... We've got the slipstream from Verstappen and DRS, thankfully. No one's in the pits though, that's kind of... Oh, speaking of which... Got someone in the pits as Grosjean is ahead of us now. There he is. Got to get ahead. Well, we're behind the two Hasses, I think. Or one of them. It's Grosjean, as my girlfriend would say. And that was a bit of a bad move there for me, if I'm honest. I'll take that on my head. But we got past Verstappen. But my cracks are starting to build for me. I need to stop doing this. So we've only got 6 laps into a race. Try and go around the outside of Grosjean. There we go. Good move there. On Grosjean up to 20th. As we've got Sainz in the pits.
Losses in the pits.
We've got Grosjean right on our trumpets now. Got some more in the pits. And who's this then? We've got Rosberg on the softs. And he's just popped out there. We're going to have to get in the slipstream of Rosberg. Going to go down the inside on Rosberg, hopefully. Get it done, and we're up to 15th. Next up, Daniel Ricciardo. I think, oh no, there's no Ferrari there. But we've got to really push right now, especially with Ricciardo on a set of the hards. Especially. Oh, try to get down that inside. Down the inside of Young Cow, whatever you want to call it. On Ricciardo. Next up, Felipe Nasr on the mediums. This should be a straightforward move, but we'll wait and see. No, it's not. You get the slipstream. Down the inside we go. And we'll get that position. And I've just noticed the clouds are coming in.
Understood, copy that.
Well, I didn't want that.
Some information on Verstappen. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Verstappen's got issues. Trying to go on the outside of Pascal Wehrlein. Oh, what a move that is. Round the outside on the young German.
Right, rain to arrive in around 10 minutes' time.
Okay, 10 minutes before the rain's popping in, lads. So we could be on the right tyres here. Cheers, Hamilton, for that. And I've got to give back the position to Magnussen because we were off the track, to be fair. So I give him back that place. And we're going to go back down his inside. So next up is Lewis Hamilton. As he's got Marcus Ericsson next. Right onto the back of Lewis, who's being held up massively now by Ericsson. I think he's on the hards, or he's on the mediums actually. Massive tow slipstream here, round the outside of Hamilton and Ericsson, and we take the place. Go a bit wide at one, but it's getting very dark now. Now we've got to defend from Lewis this time. He's coming into my slipstream. He's going to try and make the move around. And he's tapped me. Lewis Hamilton's just absolutely punted me off. I can't believe that. I actually cannot believe that. Did you guys just see that? I can't believe that. I stay where I was. Hamilton decides to go down me inside and absolutely take me out. A treat. Speaking of which, Vettel's down the pecking order, I've just noticed. At least we're not out of the race though, boys. That's a consolation prize. No, why would I restart the race? Okay, that was a bad idea. It's just going from bad to worse now, this race. And we've lost my front wing even more. Fan-fabby-dozy. Great. Where's the rain when you need it? Or a safety car when you need it.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Perez is leading this race, I must say.
Okay, copy that.
So first Hamilton takes me out, and then I just do that by accident. I'm gonna pit anyway. Oh god. Flipping hell. Oh, drive through. God's sake, this is going to be probably one of the worst races I've done now. I've got no words to describe this race. Just got to go ham now. This could be worse than Mexico, yes, I would agree. The only way we can savour this, like Spa was, is a safety car. It's gotta literally just go ham now. These give you some... Oh my lord, that was close. And NASA just pushes me off again. What is with the AI? Like, being this aggressive.
We're expecting light rain within 5 minutes.
Right, rain's coming in. Let's just get this bloody drive-through out of the way. And the last boys were at the back of the field. I think the AI have got a vendetta against me, I think. I think that's what it is. Right, let's just go for it, guys. It's got to pump in quality times now. It's the only way right now. Yeah, I bet you Mercedes have like tampered with the stewards or something and said, "Oh look, Ryan's or put a gremlin in my speed limiter or something like that." Raikkonen is on the arse. He's nearly a lap ahead of me. Please, rain, come now. Well, a safety car would be fantastic, I tell you. Considering the AI won't pit for some reason under the safety cars, well, some of them won't pit. The safety car is the only thing that can save me now.
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Keep setting 14s. Fine. Closing the gap down to Verstappen. This rain to come, but it's not coming yet. I think it's here, guys, in the last sector. I'm not sure. Yep, there it is. Set the fastest lap of the race as well. In the meantime, was that lightning? gap's down to 4 seconds, I think, or 6 seconds. Oh guys, we're not last. Verstappen's pitted finally. Ooh, massive tank slapper there. Getting wetter and wetter. It's not wet tyres yet though, pointers. It's getting close to it, but it's not there yet. It's got to hold on just for a little bit longer. Okay, this could be wet weather now. I can see a shine.
We think there's a
There you go.
strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Got that confirmed.
Or not.
Carlos has come into the pits. Carlos is in the pits now.
So Sainz is the first to blink. But would he go on hards, I wonder? Right, here we go lads, we're going into the box for the intermediates now. I think it's the perfect time. And I just did that. I can't believe I did that, that's a fail and a half. Probably the best pit lane entry you'll see, guys, there. I think you agree. Let's see how long these inters are good for. I think the pack is struggling right now. Because they're in the middle sector, and I think they're struggling, so as that's the sign, I would say it's wet tyres. So I think we've caught it right here. Because we can catch up the pack. So just getting a bit of spray now. You can see Verstappen's pitted. So we're ahead of Verstappen. But these are still buttons staying out, interestingly enough. So all this is doing is slowing everyone else down, as that's just shown. Science being in the pits. Just get the softs ready just in case. Nasser's in. Well, Felipe Nasser is pitted for Inters as well.
The radar is showing a clear period. They expect it to stop in about 15 minutes.
Yep, so we're definitely going to go into the softs for the last pit stop. Button's still out on the medium tyre. That's funny. There's Sainz. He's coming just at the end of the final sector. Oh, these I don't know what's going on now.
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Just didn't want to turn in there. The two young prodigies are at the back of the field, you will say. Boring race this has. All thanks to Lewis Hamilton to start off with. It's just basically the start of the downfall of this race. There's now with Verstappen now coming on with trumpets. Alonso is leading the race. I just spotted that. Could be in for a shock here, guys. It's not going to be wet weather territory. You need puddles for wet tyres. Just got to get the rhythm. And as you can see there, I've done a nice little rhythm and we've pulled away from Verstappen now. Just short shifts and you should be fine. There we go. I know people are saying box, but there's really no point because it's not wet enough for the wet tyre. They might ask us to pit for wets just as the rain starts to ease off.
Considering switching to an alternate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A? Confirmed.
Don't know why Jeff's telling me to pit this lap for hards. Don't get Jeff's logic. Really don't get his logic. I tell you guys, I don't know. Alonso still leads the race. I have no words for that. Could see a McLaren Honda win the race, guys. That would be the biggest shock of the season. Oh look, we're catching up to NASA. There may be a miracle, guys, on our hands. We won't be 21st, we'll be 20th. Doing well, I've got to say wet pace is not too bad. Button now leads the race, but I've gained time on the leaders. It was 52 seconds last lap, it's now 50 seconds. Obviously that won't make any difference with only 11 laps to go, but at least it's something. I'm trying to preserve the tyres, so the AI will pit again for Inters. I think we're going to have the scenario. I've got a feeling it's going to be an Inters finish, but people will try and go onto the softs. If that makes any sense. I think it's going to be Inters, you know. I think it's going to be Inters to the end. Not these ones, of course. Okay, the gap's gone back up to 52 seconds. Closing in now on NASA. We're going to make an overtake, guys, for the first time in quite some time. We pulled away from Verstappen as well. That's a good point, actually. I could stay out to the end. That's a very good point someone's mentioned in the chat. But I think it's too risky. We'll see. Got a lot more speed than NASA. We're going to take the inside. And we get it done. And we've actually got a position right now. And it just doesn't want to turn, even in second gear. Right, who's next? Kevin Magnussen's next. It's going to stay off the racing line for the minute, just to cool the tyres down. got someone else in the pit lane. Palmer's in. That's a good point. This is a good question actually. Do I stay out until it's dry enough but the rain's still falling?
Some information on Alonso. They're speeding up again, so I expect they've fixed whatever the problem was.
Hamilton's in the lead of the race.
Rainfall should stop shortly. Rain to end within a couple of minutes.
So Sainz is in the pits.
Has come into the pits. Carlos is in the pits now.
I don't know whether to pit or not. As Magnussen's jumped into the pits. I've just got to pray it dries up or these tyres get to the end. We've got 7 laps. As long as I stay off the racing line on the straights, I should be fine. And the rain says it's going to be stopping shortly. So I think Hamilton's trying that strategy now. Plus we've got nothing to lose, haven't we, guys? We're not really fighting for positions right now. So let's just have a bit of fun, hey? Let's just have a bit of fun. It's starting to dry up though. In this part of the lap. It is drying up quite quickly, I must say. The first sector is drying up at quite a rapid pace. I don't know why, but I'm on worn inters and I'm catching the pack.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Copy.
Three laps in the...
Right then, some information on Massa. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Oh, hi Ericsson, nice to see you. If I was Hamilton, I would just stay out.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Oh, and he went to the back of Ericsson there.
Copy that.
Oh, is that Grosjean? Is he a Haas?
done.
Okay. That's, you know what, guys, let's have a bit of... Oh, Sainz in.
Carlos is in the pits.
Everyone's coming in. Oh, there's a penalty. Yeah. Oh well. That just sums the race up right there. Burn the fuel now. It's going to be annoying. If it was another 2 laps, I would have been safe. Yep, let's get some hashtags, guys. Get the bottles in. I think Hamilton's pulled off a worldie here, if I'm honest. Grosjean sets the fastest lap as well. Oh god. Where's this going to put us? Right, we're going to hunt down Jody and Palmer now. Actually, let's fight Max Verstappen. The fight's with Max. Let's try and beat Max. Not like that. Thought I had Max, but absolutely flooring it now. With 1 lap to go. Just literally going for hammer now. Last lap, guys. Probably one I'd want to forget. I think it's too little too late. Hamilton, I think, is going to win the race, which he has done. Just going for the fastest lap now. Hopefully this Palmer holds up Verstappen. Raikkonen sets the fastest lap now. Not going to meant to be. It's going to be 20th place. It's a shame. But bit of fun battling with Verstappen and Ericsson. I think it was Ericsson.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know. I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it's fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
So here we are then. Hamilton wins. I actually thought one of the McLarens was going to win, if I'm honest, but oh well. Same as usual, I think.
And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It may already be wrapped up, but let's look at the constructors' standings. So then, Ferrari have now moved out of sight and out of reach. It's another triumph for the Italian team as they claim the World Constructors' Championship. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
I just want to say, Haryanto, all I'm going to say. Hamilton wins by 4 seconds from Vettel. Ricciardo's in third with Button 4th, Perez 5th. Haryanto, as I've just said. Raikkonen 7th, Rosberg 8th, Alonso 9th, and Grosjean completes the top 10, which is very important for me because I stay ahead of him going into the final round of the championship in Abu Dhabi. So that's going to be exciting. As it means for the Drivers' Championship, Hamilton jumps Rosberg now up to 3rd with a 10-point gap, with myself staying in 7th, and it's 6 points now between us and Romain Grosjean into the final round at Abu Dhabi. And then the constructors, as they've just said, Ferrari have clinched the title now and they can't be beaten. We, I think, can secure 4th place in the constructors. McLaren have jumped ahead of Williams, so that's brilliant. And actually Manor have gone ahead of Renault, so good for them. So this is going to be interesting. Look at the resource points we get though. Could hit 2,000 by the end of the season. And I think Grosjean here is going to beat me in the rivalry quite comprehensively. And this one, we're back outside the purple. But we can still get in that purple by the end of the season in Abu Dhabi. As I'm now going to end the episode off there, guys. So, a lot to take away from that. Bad decision calls. Hamilton AI is just ridiculous. And yeah, we need to learn on our pit entry speeds for the final round in Abu Dhabi, which will be on Friday, as I'm having a day off tomorrow just to get ready. And the team update says they're happy with my performance. They should be, because I'm ahead of Sainz. But anyway, I'm going to end it there, guys. So thank you so much for coming out tonight for this one. I'll be got another video going out in an hour's time, so keep an eye out for that. And the next race, Abu Dhabi, final race, will be on Friday evening at, I'm going to guess, 8 o'clock. So I'll keep you guys informed about when that's going to be happening. But until then, have a great night, guys. And I'll see you on Friday for the last episode of Season 1 of this career mode on F1 2016. Until then, have a good night, guys. Take care.